Welcome, sir. It's our pleasure to have you in our podcast. So, I've read many articles about the sugarcane industries and hydrogen. Like, people are more into that hydrogen is a future fuel. Is there any interconnections or something?
Yes, you can say that way
Okay.
because sugarcane, if you see, is a carbohydrate. So
Okay.
when it's a carbohydrate, always there is a carbon and hydrogen is available.
Yes.
It's the only thing how you separate carbon hydrogen. That's the whole idea. So basically, sugar is nothing but if you see the sugar molecule,
Yeah.
it is C12H20TO11. So
Okay.
it's got a lot of hydrogen. That means, and it's all coming from sugarcane stick.
Okay.
And in sugarcane also being renewable, what it does it do through photosynthesis it converts carbon dioxide into polysaccharides and sugar. So in fact it is absorbing carbon dioxide, and so it is sequestering carbon dioxide from the atmosphere,
Hmm.
and so that's and converting into renewable sugar, renewable energy, then renewable methane, ethanol. So then this is what there's a lot of connection because of that, and in the hydrogen.
Okay. So what is actual hydrogen? Means what is hydrogen?
See, if you look at hydrogen, first of all, it is not available in atmosphere as this thing.
Okay.
But if you look at hydrogen, it's a energy. How it is energy? Basically, any energy when you do oxidation, so you combine with oxygen, you get water. So that's why when you combine H2 with O, you get water, and but you generate energy. So there's something called oxidation combustion energy, which is produced in terms of kilocalorie. You can say certain kilocalorie. I don't have the number as of now. So when you do the combustion of hydrogen, you get a pure water, and you produce energy, and that energy can be utilized for generating power or generating running your vehicle, or for steel industry, cement industry. Various applications are there, and also there are reaction for hydrogenation. So the hydrogen is a very important molecule for various types of industry, which is like endless actually. And why it is capturing so much attention? Because when you burn hydrogen, it's a clean fuel. When you burn hydrogen, you produce water. Whereas for other fossil fuel, when you burn them to produce energy, if it's petrol or diesel or any methane based this thing, you produce carbon dioxide. So you have a carbon emission because of that. So that is the whole idea in the world, is looking at that how we can reduce the carbon emission for to generate energy for our requirement, or for civilization requirement, you can say, so that we don't emit enough carbon dioxide to the atmosphere, so which is causing the global warming actually. That
Okay.
is why the whole world is talking about now net zero emission, and so they have to find a fuel which can generate no emission of carbon dioxide. So that's why hydrogen is coming into play. That how we can use hydrogen for running our energy requirement, or to make ammonia for fertilizer, to run the steel industry, which is the biggest emitter of carbon dioxide, which is for iron reduction. You can use hydrogen to iron reduction, where you use combine FeO and produce ferrous iron. So that's how this for many industry the hydrogen is becoming very important to arrest the carbon emission in the to arrest the global warming.
Okay. So great. So, sir, what are the types of hydrogen?
Types of hydrogen means they give the color.
Okay.
So there are blue hydrogen, there's a green hydrogen, there's a gray hydrogen, there is a green hydrogen.
Okay.
So and there's a turquoise, there is a pink. So all this is coming. The different colors are given based on the chemistry, or based on the raw material by which the hydrogen is produced. Like now, government has given a lot of incentive to make green hydrogen, which is
Okay.
basically you split the water.
Okay.
So the water cannot be made, as you know.
Hmm.
It is all coming from the atmosphere, rain, or snow, and we get water. So this water can be split into H2 and O by using electricity. So that electricity, what people are talking about, that electricity, how do we generate that electricity which is required to make green hydrogen? So that electricity is coming from solar or wind or hydro. This whole idea is that. So we use renewable power to make split the water to make hydrogen. That's what is called green hydrogen.
Okay.
Then there is another type of hydrogen which is from coal gasification or a biomass gasification, which is called gray hydrogen. Depending on the source of raw material what you use, you produce different color of hydrogen actually. So that's how the hydrogen is molecule remain the same. The only thing is that depending the process which is adopted, it is the names are given actually.
Oh, okay, sir. Great, great, great. So, sir, as you said, sugar industries and hydrogen is interconnected.
Yes.
So, how sugar industries people look into this? Like,
See, actually, if you look at sugar industry, they have excess water.
no.
See, in sugar industry, in the sugar cane comes with 70% water. So when you crush the sugar cane, you get 70% juice. Plus, of course, you add water. So that water is in circulation. So every sugar cane comes with 700 kg of water along with it. So there's a lot of part of the water goes into the atmosphere while burning the bagasse. Also, the part of it goes along with the molasses. Part of it goes with press mud. But still, you left with a lot of water, which is more than 25-30% on cane. So if sugar industry always have water, and that water can be utilized to make green hydrogen. That is the idea. So
Okay.
sugar factories already have the raw material, and they have a surplus power to make split this water and to make hydrogen out of it, which will be a green hydrogen actually. So that's how sugar industry can qualify for a green hydrogen by using the excess water which is coming with the sugar cane itself. Then also sugar cane produce methane. How
Okay.
the methane is coming? Many factories which make molasses fermentation, they make biogas from the spent wash, and this biogas can be already being made into methane now, and government is buying that methane. Also, there's certain press mud which is used produced during the manufacturing sugar. That press mud also can be fermented to make methane. So, the sugar industry can produce methane by using this renewable resources, and there are those methane which can be converted into hydrogen from steam reforming process actually. So
Okay.
that is the idea. The third most another idea is that, see, if you look at sugar industry, they have bagasse. Now, off late, when the energy consumption, thermal energy consumption has come down, so sugar factories generates a lot of excess bagasse. Previously, this bagasse used to go for power generation, but being now this power generation is not very attractive because the power prices have come down from the other renewable sources. So this bagasse is a very valuable resources. It goes for paper making, it goes for plywood making. Many other resources are there. So sugar factories are saving a lot of bagasse now, which is almost to the tune of 15 to 20% on cane. So sugar factory has a lot of excess bagasse, and this bagasse can be converted into syngas,
Okay.
which is how coal is converted into syngas, and this syngas you convert into hydrogen. So that's why
Okay.
sugar industry has a lot of potential, being in methane, being excess water, being extra bagasse, and from bagasse, of course, bagasse is most promising. There are technological challenge in the syngas manufacturing, and IMCO is actively working on this now actually to make syngas from bagasse.
Oh, great job.
Apart from that bagasse, you also produce char, and that biochar has a carbon credit value.
Okay.
Apart from this, biochar can be converted to high value carbon products actually. So IMCO also will be looking into making a high value carbon products from biochar. That's one of the research direction what we are taking, and to make syngas from bagasse, and syngas can be converted into hydrogen, because syngas is nothing but carbon monoxide plus hydrogen plus methane. That's what is syngas is. So you add a lot of value to bagasse actually, to that extent actually.
Okay.
So syngas is very it's an established process. It's not a like a, it's also a new technology, but there are some cleaning issues and all those things which we have to tackle to get a clean syngas which can be converted into hydrogen. And apart from that, you get, as I told you, that biochar, and biochar is qualified for the carbon credit. So sugar factory can add a lot of value to that bagasse as a product for the running the sugar industry. And bagasse, which is now sold at like 2,000 rupees, rupees 2,500 per ton. But when you produce biochar and carbon based product and hydrogen, that value can be multiplied by 4 times actually.
Oh, great, great, great. So, sir, you can say that the hydrogen is a future fuel.
Yeah, as I explained, why future fuel? Because it's a carbon emission
Yeah,
neutral.
absolutely.
So one has to look at that when you make hydrogen, you don't have to generate, you will not be generating carbon dioxide. That's the whole idea. Of course, when I say methane based reforming, when you do, there will be carbon dioxide generation. But since there's carbon dioxide generation be sequestered by sugar cane, so that becomes a zero cycle, renewable cycle.
Okay.
That's why in sugar industry, whatever, yes, even if you don't do CO2 capturing, still it is captured by sugar cane, because sugar cane is grown by photosynthesis, where carbon dioxide is used for doing the photosynthesis. So that's
Absolutely.
why anything to do with sugar industry, you make a no, you make a clean hydrogen, and hydrogen is a clean fuel because while combusting, you don't produce carbon dioxide. So
Okay.
that is why it is future fuel. Plus, for we can use it for sugarcane transportation. Now people are talking about fuel cell, which is already established technology. So how you use hydrogen? Either you can run combustion engine or you can use fuel cell to run the using power based thing. Because EV still battery has certain life, and also there's a when you make lithium, there's a lot of I would say I have no complete idea. A lot of minerals and lot. It's a very difficult process to make battery.
Definitely.
It's not a really truly
Yeah.
renewable actually, and we in India don't have so much lithium first of all actually. But one always says that you should exploit all types of energy. So when I say that hydrogen comes, then the battery will stop. It is not like that. When you want to generate clean energy, you have to establish and develop technology and use all types of energy available for your human use, and without disturbing the atmosphere, so that you have less carbon emission, and you don't it doesn't have to go to global warming, because the global warming is now actually a uh, it's a given phenomena now,
Yeah.
and it is really affecting everything. It is affecting the weather pattern. It may affect the agriculture cycle. So it's very dangerous actually. So the carbon emission has to be controlled. So use of fossil fuel has to be controlled actually to a certain extent. So all this carbon capturing, clean fuel generation, how you make hydrogen, it will play a very important role. And India is taking a very big part, that they want to have a very big renewable power and make green hydrogen, blue hydrogen, gray hydrogen, all types of hydrogen India is looking at to make. So being in the sugar industry, we can also look at those challenges and see that it is water, it has got bagasse, it has got methane, it has got all three types of raw material available to make
Yeah.
enough hydrogen, and of course the carbon based products from biochar, and get carbon credit for biochar.
Okay, so great, great. So, sir, for, what is the ratio of like sugar industries are adopting it from, like, are they set up any hydrogen plant, or are they making any separate division for it, or can you just
See, it's
explain
a
the process,
very
like the cycle?
no, it's a very new thing. So far, we are, you would say, for methane per se, we can have established technology. We can say, but now IMCO has started like going to the market with their clients and talking about that how we can use hydrogen. We can make hydrogen actually. But see, as of now, government has no way that we can they are going to buy hydrogen from a company or from an industry. Like they have a now for methane, they have a price that we'll buy a methane from you at certain price, I think. So when the hydrogen demand goes up, which is going to be, because all the combustion engine people or fuel cell people, they are converting their vehicle, they are converting their engine for hydrogen. So the demand of hydrogen will come.
So the main and last question. So, sir, what sugar mill can do with hydrogen? Like,
See, this is one very important question, because as you asked that why sugar mills are not going for hydrogen in spite of having so many
scope
available
and
raw material
yeah.
and scope. One reason is that there is no market mechanism to sell this hydrogen. So if one thing that what sugar industry can look at, that they have these tractors. Of course, it's a very hypothetical or say futuristic vision, but they have a tractors, and then that those tractors are used for transporting the sugar cane. So they can convert those tractors, instead of diesel, they can use hydrogen in those tractors.
Oh,
So there are two choice, whether one can they can use fuel cell or they can use combustion engine. Fuel cell will be another additional equipment for them. That's why we don't propose that they should use fuel cell. They can you convert the engine into running from hydrogen, and now already companies are looking at combustion engine based on hydrogen. After all, it's only, as I told you, it's only oxidation, and 1 kg of gasoline and 1 kg of hydrogen produce same amount of energy. So, and it's, as I told you, it will have a clean fuel. So
absolutely.
that then see, because sugar industry in future they have to go net zero emission. So hydrogen will help in a big way for them. That I'm talking future, they can make fertilizer, green ammonia for sugarcane. They can run the tractor fleet on hydrogen, so they don't generate carbon dioxide there also. So those are the things sugarcane industry look at to use this hydrogen in house, so they don't have to depend on the market to sell those hydrogen.
Absolutely.
Or of course now we in India don't have the hydrogen fuel station, which I don't cannot say that how it will go. But in US, they have a hydrogen fuel refilling station.
Oh,
Of course, that's a liquid hydrogen. So they use the liquid hydrogen to fill up the hydrogen, and the car goes with a fuel cell or a combustion engine. Of course, combustion is the next step, but the fuel cell cars are already available in the market. And like Toyota has the car where they use liquid hydrogen and the fuel cell
yeah, sure.
to run the car actually. So of course, when those cars are it is producing water, same way the large fleet of bus, then the scooters. Already Bajaj has launched some scooter which can run on hydrogen.
Yeah, I saw that.
So the in being a rural area, they can have those hydrogen to meet the rural requirement of the hydrogen in the energy requirement for their fuel requirement. I would say run tractor, run small vehicles. So it's a lot of potential actually. There are some technological challenges, modification will be required in combustion engine, but that can be thought of actually. So there is a clear, like when methane also came, it was not like one way it started actually, but now you see CNG cars are very normal.
Yeah.
So that's way are going to help. We will be way forward for hydrogen also actually. So we are at IMCO are looking at those big capacity hydrogen plants, but of course it will take some time that we have to have some smaller plants going on, then to understand how it is be sold, how it is made. So there are very good bright opportunity for sugar industry to make hydrogen and use hydrogen or sell hydrogen.
Oh, great, sir. Definitely, our audience had learned a lot of things. So, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
IMCO Total Wear Solutions.